Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Terry, holding your space, and welcome back, Kandi. Kandi Mullen from Kandi Mullen on YouTube. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Terry?
Good, good. We're going to talk about energy today and keeping our energy clean. We're going to do some readings, and we might do some Reiki. So we'll see how everybody's feeling here today, and kind of clean. We're going to do some readings, and we might do some Reiki. That's okay.
Sounds
That
off.
happens.
Sound is off. That is crazy. And do not disturb is on.
Yeah. Well, that's what is it? If Diana's here, she can tell us. I think it's something crazy, right? Hi, Viviani. Hi, Marielle. How are you doing? Annie Bear's here. Holding pattern energies seem to have lifted a bit. Anyone else sensing this? Yeah, I feel like it's getting better. And we were just talking about that the other day, weren't we, Kandi?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed a significant shift for me. Well, January 1, first or second. And, I took a step back from social media, if you will, for a few months. And I had a lot of trouble and everything, but it felt just too heavy and just slow moving. And I wasn't really very inspired. But January 1, things just seemed to shift.
Good, good. Yeah. So I kind of had the opposite. Like I was talking to Diana and she did my chart, oil painter, and she was saying how not that I'd be in a holding pattern, but it would be a time for reflection and kind of getting everything ready, laying the groundwork, but not jumping off the cliff yet. Like who is that? The fool, right? That jumps off the cliff. Yeah. So, hi, Pamela. Pamela Shin's here. Yay.
Gosh, Pamela, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you?
Pamela, I was just thinking about you last night. She says, yeah, she's been off social media for a while too. Hi, Sally. Sally, we just finished all that sourdough. Oh my God. Incredible. Viviani's here. Viviani, I'm going to send you those videos. I tried to download them last night. I couldn't get it. So I'm going to do it
Hi,
again today.
Viviani. I just liked your channel because I finally learned what it was.
Yeah. Viviani's a great Akashic record reader, and Annie was mentioning she's going to take the course too. I don't know if you've seen that. Crystal Dragonfly Val teaches a course in Akashic records, and it's really nice. It's really easy. You come in, you get the key to it, and it's bam, you got it. So Linda Gonzalez is in there, Viviani, and Diana Oil Painter. There's a bunch of other people that have taken it too, but I finally took it. It was
Yay.
fun. Hey, Sharon Donnelly, how are
Hi,
you?
and hear you, Kandi.
Oh,
Hi,
I can hear
Sharon.
you. Yeah,
You can hear me?
I think she says you can. I can't. I don't know. Let us know, you guys, if you're having trouble with the sound, or we're having trouble with the sound. Hi, Seascape and Rossi. Um, I think we're fine. Let's see.
I can.
Yeah,
Okay, good. Thank you.
good.
Thanks, Serendipity.
Yeah, Janet feels like the energy is really dense. Yeah, it it's gone up and down, right? And some of that's with the barometric pressure for me. So that's been just crazy right now. Hey, Willow, how are
Yeah, I
you?
felt that the other day, really hard. It was pretty bad, the barometric pressure. I wicked headache.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
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 A lot of that going on.
But it
So,
might be my chart because I know what we talked about. I won't bore you with the details, but there was going to be this period last year for me that would just go back into this, oh my gosh. And then around the first of the year, it would open up. So it could be where I am with my own chart,
oh
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, sure. Hey, Lori. She says I'm feeling it also today, Annie Bear. I've been thinking the help with motivation meditation yesterday kicked in rapidly. Right? It did. we were like working with, we kind of got a deal. The guides keep bringing me new shoes, and they're the new shoes for a 12-year-old. So you get that 12-year-old jump in your feet and being able to walk and leap and run. It's fun. Hey, Darlene, how are you? Darlene's coming in from your channel. When you see those little paper clips on there, then you'll
Hey,
see who's on
Darlene,
there.
good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, water
And I
bounces
saw
on it.
Sharon was in there.
Yep. Sharon Donnelly. Dance, right? Being able to dance. Oh, Pamela's been working on herself and lost 30 pounds since November. Way to go, man. Way to go.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. That's great.
That's
So
fantastic.
I'm so proud of you. Um, email me. So, anyway, we were talking about how the energy that's coming in, there's a lot of conflict energy around the planet, regarding like the wars, everything going on, the chaos all over the place, and then also the media, right? And how all that energy comes in and keeping everything clean, um, in your environment, um, detoxing your house, your body, and your energy field. So, it's
And
it's interesting that, the minute we turn on the TV and or the radio and start listening to what's going on, that's how they make money, right? The media. And they do push that agenda. And there are some channels, I mean, there's great channels everywhere. But some channels do enforce that also, with their headlines and whatnot, and danger ahead or whatever. Um, and just watching it with awareness, being aware of what's happening, but not getting attached to it, observing. So, um, yeah,
yeah,
everything feels
observing and
topsy turvy. Yeah, in the world, right? Yeah,
yeah, well, they use our emotion to well, to hook us in, right? And
yeah,
then people either are afraid, is saying to Terry that I've noticed that I've been doing some readings for people and there's a lot of fear. And they said, because of all that's going on. And when I drill down to it and I kind of look at some of the sites that they're going to, they can look kind of scary. But when you're grounded and you're doing some sort of daily spiritual work, like the meditations with Terry, most of you know I practice Reiki, so I do daily Reiki in addition to meditation. I know that Darlene practices Reiki with me, or we're often on Insight Timer at the same time. And when we're rich or deep in spiritual practice, it really helps us to kind of to go in and then determine, is that the truth for me? Is that what's really happening or what's going on? Or it can also just help you to move out of that fear state. And that's the biggest thing is, when we're in a state of fear, life doesn't flow as harmoniously. So we want to, if we, I think this is a year too about just flowing with it. It's a constant message I'm getting. Allow it to flow.
yeah, yeah. Lots of water this year being in the flow and upgrades too and healings. Yeah, thank you, Sharon. Discernment, definitely. Definitely discernment. Yeah. Don't feed the fear, right, Annie Bear? Yeah. Um, so, we're getting all this blue light in too. So that's energizing things. That's energizing your body. And if you think about it, we've got all that junk DNA and that's getting activated. So at the same time, there's so many things in our bodies getting activated. And at the same time, the planet's being activated. Definitely Gaia is becoming, making all sorts of changes. And then we have, boom, everybody on the outside trying to do other things. So keeping all that clear and being a clear channel, so important. Yeah. Um,
Thank
it's
you, Darlene. That's great.
yeah, please do like and subscribe to Candy's channel whenever you get a chance. So, hi, Mary. How are you? So, Willow says there's a place here that teaches Reiki. Thought about taking it as I better do. Do better in hands on learning with things like this. Yeah, that's awesome. Kelly Scarborough.
Hi,
Hello.
Kelly. Been a long time.
Yeah, it has been. It has
Good to
been.
see you.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, even decluttering our space, that was something else that I went through towards the end of the year, just started clearing out, clearing old stuff, stuff that I haven't used in a while. You know, even sometimes some of the stuff that I still use and I'm thinking, really? Why? Just let it go. Some of that old energy, right? Because everything's energy. There's that stagnant energy sitting around.
yeah.
Help to
Yeah.
get things moving. What just came to mind was the 6 of Swords, right? Moving away, moving to again over water, right? So it's emotions and it's moving away, going into more into the flow. That's interesting. That just came in.
Yeah. Yeah. Big time giveaway and declutter, Annie says. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm taking a lot of things to Goodwill too, Viviani, and getting rid of those. But I'm also looking at old things that I've kept inside. And I think a lot of us are doing that now. Like all of a sudden, we know we're on this spiritual path and we're doing all this work. And then you'll remember, gosh, I remember when somebody said something like that 20 years ago, or it's something that you gave away 20 years ago, perhaps. And you're like, oh, I wish I still had that. And just phew, letting it go, like changing your story about it. Like that person said something that really hurt my feelings, but changing our story as to, um, well, gosh, I wonder what they were going through that day. I wonder what was going on and why I'm still holding on to that. And also sometimes, when we see things that we don't like in others, it's what we don't like in ourselves. So I have to take a really good look in the mirror right now too.
That's true. A lot of times that, it is a reflection of what's really going on within. So we stop and take stock of that. And is that the truth? And when we're quiet, we can get that information in whatever practice. That could be yoga practice for you. It could be movement, it can be your form of meditation,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I love that, Liz. Each time you downsized or cleared out, miracles came in shortly after, right? Yeah.
That's true. This was interesting. I had a check that I received from Wells Fargo. I haven't had a mortgage with Wells Fargo for 14, 12 years or so. And it was, I guess, part of a settlement and charges that they shouldn't have charged.
Ooh,
And it was like, what is this? And it just showed up. Was never even notified or informed that this was coming or I should complain. It was really interesting. And I was kind of thought, well, is this a scam? I sat with it. I just sat on it for a good week. And then I just went over to Wells Fargo and it was perfectly legit.
sweet. I
Pretty
better go through
crazy.
my mail. I
Yeah,
had a
right.
I had a mortgage with them too. Doggone it. Yeah, I'm gonna look for that. Yeah. Right,
Thanks,
Sharon?
Andrew.
They're usually mirroring our shadow self. Yeah, definitely. So it's really important to, like, release and, as we go forward, lightening our load, literally and metaphorically, and letting go of the old stuff, the old clothes, the old clutter, but then also, letting go of those old thought patterns. And, we're conditioned. That's not our fault. We're conditioned from the time that we're born, with the 3D world and like red is red. This is not right. You can't speak your fear. You can't cry in public. I mean, all sorts of things that we're conditioned with our conditioned mind. So yeah, as we move forward, it's let us know if you guys are doing something interesting with that and you know something that is helping you because I think it's important. And you guys are all incredible. And Pamela's saying, family wise, no contact. I'm sorry, honey. Yeah. But good for you if that's what you need. That helps leaps and bounds. Yeah. And that's sometimes we need to love people where they're at. And sometimes that does mean big boundaries. Yeah. Um, yeah, right, Aaron. So, Aaron, that's a good point. Decluttering. So, I mean, I've been an antique dealer for years, and I'm still a collector. So, so I got a booth one of the antique malls to start putting everything in, so I can get rid of it. And I just started really marking things down recently because I realized that the prices that I was asking were fair prices, but they're going faster now that I'm really marking things off. So,
I think, who did you have up there? It was
Aaron,
just Aaron. Um, I think one of the things that I tend to say is holding onto this item, is it helping me to move forward and get closer to whatever my intentions, desires, or goals are, whatever that is to you? Or is it holding me back? And then hold the item. I like to hold it in front of my heart and see if I really need it. And if I fall forward or start to move a little forward, then you might want to still hang on to it. If you start moving back, might be a good time to let go of it. But do just a few items at a time.
nice. I love that. I love that, Candy. I'm going to try that. Yeah, yeah. Um, you want to let go of your own old self and be the new self this year. Trying meditation and hope to get there. Water bear, anything that brings you joy, I think is as good as meditation. Maybe that's painting, maybe that's sewing, maybe that's science, studying, dancing. There's all sorts of things that bring you into the present moment. Silence is the fastest way to get there, going deep within in silence and awareness. But all those ways are amazing.
Okay, so here's a little tip because you all know, well, you don't all know, but so I launched my YouTube channel. Terry, you okay if I mention this?
Yeah.
Okay, I launched my YouTube channel on, well, last week, January 11th, right? Because it was my 15th anniversary of taking my very first Reiki class, 1/11/2009. And so I decided to offer a 30-day self-care challenge of Reiki practice. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize is, meditation is great. So many of us love to meditate, but it can be a little challenging trying to settle into, getting to that place where we really truly let go and can start going in and going deeper, right? So sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge. If you are interested, try if you haven't practiced. I know I've seen a few people, Janet talked about Reiki opening us up and everything. And if you just apply Reiki a few minutes just before your meditation or a few, just at the start of your meditation, you might actually find that Reiki practice can help you settle in because it really does help you to settle pretty quickly. So that's a little tip. Meditation and Reiki. And meditation was actually born out of a Reiki retreat. So by the founder, Mikhail Usui. So that's what I wanted to say is if you are having a little bit of trouble sitting with meditation, try a little Reiki practice before you start.
And Reiki was born out of meditation,
Yeah,
right?
did I say meditation was born out of Reiki? Oh my god.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
knew what
Reiki
you
was
meant.
born
I was
out
like,
of
"Whoa, Candy." And I
no,
thought, "I
no,
know exactly what she's talking about."
complete the other way around. Sorry. See, I get on a roll and I don't even
No, it's all good. It's funny. Yeah,
yeah, no, totally.
it's, there all these different modes of knowing are excellent and really good for us. And I love what you just said, Water Bear, because I think that's a huge thing that I'm hearing right now from my guides is, I don't know about you, Candy, but changing my story. So is my story that I don't feel well today? Well, what if my story was I felt great today? How would that change that? And when you put that energy there, it's not just about being positive, it's about changing what you're feeling and your body's feeling and your energy's feeling. and it does catch up with us. I mean, it's not, um, this is entertainment only, but this is what's working for me. So,
Yeah, that's a really good point because this morning it was really interesting. I woke up a couple of times last night really thirsty and I had no idea what it was. Where to the point where I was almost like, and I awakened and I went and got a glass of water, went back to sleep right away, didn't have any issue with that. And this morning I thought, why am I still really tired? I felt I slept 7 hours and I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to choose to be happy anyway. It's going to be a great day and I'm going to make a great day and I'm going to choose that. So it is, I've been thinking about that. It's up to me to decide whether I want to be down and out or depressed or not feeling great or, you know, something's going on and it's hanging over my head. I'm just going to choose to ignore that and be aware of my state and how I'm feeling.
yeah, yeah. And it's, a lot of this I love this, Lori. Keep wishing we would all begin to stop saying sorry when we begin to cry. I keep asking the universe, whose idea was it to publicly apologize for our tears? Yeah. Yeah, because it's so healing, isn't it? Yep.
It is. And that's interesting that you bring that up, Lori. Met with a friend. I don't know, we've been friends for 35 years and we were really close at one time. I mean, you grow apart, we live in different states. And um, she started crying and she just looked at me and said, I'm really sorry. And I'm thinking, gosh, we go back 35 years. There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm glad you're getting this out. I'd rather sit here and hold the space for you and have you feel better.
Yeah. Well, we get so afraid of being judged, and it's like, who's who's going to judge us? I mean, our friends, if they're our true friends, they're not, right? For that. Though I have been judged for crying in public before. I've seen the weird looks from people that I thought were friends, but it's like, then we have to wonder what they're going through and what they're holding back. So, yeah. Waterbury. Yeah, crying is your heart out. It's very healing, and Pamela says it's so therapeutic, and I feel like it's really good for your skin too. Have you ever noticed that? It detoxes your skin, your, complexion. It's pretty in the end even. Yeah.
My eyes swell though.
It doesn't look pretty till about, yeah, 10 minutes out because it's, yeah. Right, Kelly? Yeah. Kelly says, "I also think it's important to stop saying sorry unless you really need to be sorry about something. Many people say sorry all the time for everything." Totally, totally, and we are taught that, aren't we? We're taught not to speak, or if we do,
True.
you know, be polite and don't be clear. Like, "Could I please have that? I'm sorry to ask," or, we don't have that clarity, and you've always had that, Candy. I mean, ever since I've known you, you've been really good about being clear speaking, and a lot of times if we go through trauma in our childhood in particular, we lose our voices. So, yeah. Hi, Teresa. Life has been really, and I just have been able to cry. It would be so helpful if I could. Yeah. And there might be other ways of letting it out than crying too, Teresa, that are better for you. If the crying's not coming, then, you know, there might be another way that works. So,
And Sharon Foster, yeah, that's great. I've been trying to think of memories and stuff that makes me happy. That's a great way. And then think about how can I create a new memory, maybe not exactly like that, but moving forward that will make me just as happy.
yeah. So your brain doesn't know. Like if you tell yourself that you're on vacation and you're at a beach and you're waiting on the pool person to bring you a beautiful something to drink, and your brain doesn't know the difference if you believe it. And so, yeah, that's why movies are so helpful too, right, Annie? And I feel like, so that's a really good way to release those endorphins. Yeah. Willow, you used to bury your emotions. I think a lot of us did, and I think that's what changed with the pandemic, don't you, Candy? Like, just being able to, let it out because there wasn't anybody in person around us.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. 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 Don't give our power away. Amen, Sharon Donnelly. Definitely. So, do we wanna, do some readings here today? Do you guys want readings, or you wanna do some Reiki today with Candy? Yeah. Sometimes there are no words that can explain and saying sorry is sometimes saying, "I do not wanna talk about it, but I want to cry." Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So much fight or flight. Right, Sonia? Sonia, I hope you're feeling better, dear. Um Okay. So, readings and Reiki, Kelly says. I agree. Let's do a few readings, and then we'll get into some Reiki and do some healing. That sounds great. Okay. And if you would please make your questions in capital. It's more helpful, but since I'm not always as good about doing that as I should be. Okay, starring everything. So Annie Bear says, I'm excited about taking my first Akashic record class with Val Dragonfly Crystals. Would appreciate a strength on my reads to lean into. Please and thank you.
You know, without even throwing cards, what I immediately got is it's going to be keep your faith strong, and it's going to emerge where your strengths will really be. I feel like it's going to be a really great opportunity for you, but you have to fully believe in yourself, Annie Bear. And that was with just without throwing any cards, but I'll throw some cards. I feel like your vision is what I'm getting. Your vision. Visuals in the Akashic records, when you open them, I feel like you're going to, if you're not strong there yet, that'll start to heighten for you. Oh, yeah. Well, I got the artist. Now, the artist is, I have a deck that has 2 additional cards, and it's the artist and the well. So the artist, which you are, so it's just
It's perfect.
I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of glary, but you have all that you need to create. I think for you, I'm getting really visual is going to be a big component of that to lean into that more. And that, you know, I get the judgment card. So I'm seeing that this is going to be something new for you to really jump into, because, you know, it's about new beginnings. But I think you're a little harder on yourself. Yeah, it's a new beginning coming up. All right, I pulled one more card. You're looking out. You're just waiting for your ship to come in. I got the 3 of Wands. You got this. Maybe a little emotional because there is some water in there, but.
Yeah, so I get Annie Bear, my guides are showing me that hollow bone. So just a clear conduit with it. But then they're also showing connecting into the earth with it. And sometimes when we go deep within the planet, I visualize that library there, and everybody's walking around, talking on the phones, answering the phones, getting everybody's records out for them. So I think that you're going to have a special connection where you connect to the field of Akash, and I feel like it's probably going to be with the divine feminine and in the center of the planet. um, um, the metaphor of that. And then I get wholeness. So, you know, and I love that green because that beautiful green heart energy. And oh, and also Ganesh is holding the Merkaba right at his heart. So definitely wholeness and prosperity with it. So it's going to be quite abundant for you. Could be that you're going to have some money coming out of that with that prosperity if you want to doing readings. That could be something new on your channel and really amazing. Okay. And then we get Willow Love. My landlord is selling the house I am renting. I don't make enough to save and find another place. Would rather be prepared if I can. Oh, is my landlord selling the house I am renting?
I'm getting that they're thinking about it. I'm not sure it's determined yet. Well, I just had a card drop out, the Ace of Pentacles. So there may be an opportunity of new financial beginnings coming to you. And I don't know. I'm not getting exactly what that is.
I'm kind of getting that they might be selling it, but there's a really good chance that it's going to be bought as a what's it called? Or an investment property. So this could be the selling point on this, Willow, is that you're able to stay in it, and it's a form of money coming in, you know, of income for the new landlord. And then I get like an answered prayer. So there's your little angel, you know, and that's you, Willow, getting your answered prayer. And I pulled blessings with that. So it looks really good for you from what I'm seeing today.
Let me just, this is really interesting. So then I got the Emperor, so building upon a solid foundation. So going tying into what Terry just said about it could be an investment property. But then I get another Pentacles card, Six of Pentacles. So the situation will be balanced for you. And then I got the Clover card, luck, money, hope, opportunity, happiness, recovery. So it may be that this will actually turn out really in your favor if that indeed is the case. I'm just not clear on that it's actually set in stone. Or you have more money coming in, something you're doing.
Yeah, when you got those blessings cards, though, something's coming in. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point, Hypnicity. Maybe they'll sell it to you.
Oh.
I don't make enough to save and find another place. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Huh.
I don't know. With all these luck cards, play the lottery. Entertainment purposes only.
There you go. Okay. Thanks, Willow. Hypnicity. I'm waiting for seasonal depression to lift. Do my guides have any helpful messages for me?
I don't know if you connect with the color yellow, but I'm getting the color yellow, more yellow around you, dropping, clearing out the clutter in the mind, and just empowering yourself, feeling more empowered. There's some sort of I don't want to say lack of self-worth, but maybe confidence, having more confidence.
Yeah, that's funny you said that because That's what I was getting light therapy right before you said yellow, and definitely hypnicity that working with light. Sometimes Helen Erlin was a woman that got this thing where you'd wear glasses, and it was proved to be correct, and that every person on Earth needed a different type of glass to see through. Like maybe you need yellow, maybe you need rose, maybe you'd need rose that was ombre. I mean, it's all different kinds, but that we each one of us connect to different colors to see through, and how that helps our moods and whatnot. So that yellow light, I love that, but some type of light therapy. I'm also seeing they're showing me a plant with some whether and they're showing me a flowering plant for you, hypnicity. So um I don't know if you have a lot of plants in your room. I'm thinking grow lights and plants to kind of plants really detox our rooms and bring us more oxygen. So, and they also cleanse. I know Shambhavi told me once before to put in lavender and rosemary in my bedroom. And I don't right now. I have bamboo in my bedroom, but yeah.
So I have the 9 of Wands. So you're persevering. And interesting, because I have the Devil card, and in the traditional deck, you have those two people that sits beside the Devil that have the chain around their neck. And it's like you could take that chain off because it's not really bound. So you're bound kind of by your own thoughts. But I have then the Queen of Wands. So, drop in more, listen to your intuition, and that color yellow and sunflower. So exactly with what, and I think I saw you have a sunlight, and I don't know if you use that on a daily basis, but I think you've got the resources to be able to do it. It's just, to move out of that and to build your self-confidence more. Yeah. Depression. And then I have release the false narrative and take back your wings. So watch your thoughts. And when you're ready to say something, or you say something that just kind of say, you know what, I'm going to replace that with this, something more positive. And so that does take work, like any of the practices we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Pamela's saying oranges and vitamin C. She's seeing.
Yeah.
Get outside.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I don't know if you've looked into vitamin D. And if Juno's here, she'll know which one. Somebody here will know which D.
I was going to say D3.
Yeah. I can't remember. What is it? B12 and D3?
Yeah, D3. Yes, Darlene, I'm going to pull a card for you. Sorry.
You're on it. Taking my vitamins.
Darlene wants a card. I am taking my vitamins and sitting for an hour with my light. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you can see that. Okay, good.
Yeah. And I've got a bunch of them starred up there too.
I'm a newbie to, what is it? What am I doing? Simulcasting. So thank you for those that are on my channel.
Yeah. And please, everybody. Yeah. Vitamin D is a lack of sunlight. Yeah. Oh, hypnicity's on it. She's got D3, K, magnesium, and gut support. Those are excellent. You're doing all that right, girl. Wow.
Having yourself, and whatever you're creative about, I just got creativity. Do more of what it is that you like to do, whatever you work on. You're not doing enough to, anyway, we'll talk about it later. We have a card for Darlene. Are you ready?
Sure. Yeah, I just pulled power for you. Take back your power. Are you giving all your power away, Darlene? And as empaths, we do that so often, don't we? We give. So I like it. Kevin Lewis talks a lot about calling your power back, calling your spirit back every night. And I love that idea because we leave a little bit here with this person that needs something. And then we see somebody else that needs something, and, calling it all back in.
Okay, well, I don't know if you're caught up. I have the King of Swords. So, are you really? I know you're creative. I don't know if you're up in your mind a lot or really analytical. So, this is telling me to put your creativity at the forefront. Just try to get out of your head more. But this is really interesting because then I have the Hierophant, and I know you're you're a serious meditator and Reiki practice. Well, she's a Reiki master as well, and so I've got the Hierophant here. Um, One of the two most spiritual cards in the deck. So using your spirituality to, you know, or your spiritual practice to really allow yourself to open up and create more. And then I have the Wheel of Fortune because you're getting ready to go through a whole new cycle. It's like a new beginning that potentially could be happening for you. Luck is on your side. So you're getting ready to go through, a whole new karmic destiny. So
Wow.
there you have it. So
Wow.
whatever you're really passionate about, start doing more of it. That sit in your meditation or your Reiki practice and allow that to really come up. Feels like, and I guess you must be intuitive. I mean, I know you're intuitive, but there may be something more that you're doing with that because I know you work with people, pretty, every day. So,
She says she's learning the tarot. So,
ah,
yeah.
well, there you have it. That's the Hierophant, right?
Yeah. 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 It comes up often. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Hypnicity, everybody's giving a lot of great advice here. I love this. How supportive everybody is. Um, okay, Carrie G. My daughter has been estranged from our family for 7 years. She's bipolar. Will be able to have a relationship with them anytime soon. We can read on the energy around you having a relationship with them, but not, on them, but the energy of you and how it looks for you with that. And I'm sorry, Carrie G. That's hard. I know how much we love our kids and our good friends and our puppies and our kittens. I'm getting blessings, and this is Ganesh, basically being the fool, right? He's jumping off the cliff, but it's a temple. So, is there a step that you can take forward, Carrie G, that assists this for you? Is there like just jumping off and trying something new, um, but being fearless about it, basically? So, it'll bring you splendor. And recognize it, like, look at it and say, "This is how I'm gonna do this, and this is my outcome for me." Might not be your outcome. I mean, it's a free will planet, so it might not be your daughter's outcome, but you will know that you have love in your heart, and that's what you're going forward with. And then, blessings for the future. So it looks really, really good. You're looking ahead like the future is not yet written, right? It's it's just infinite potential.
Okay, so I have the Five of Pentacles, and it can often represent. It's a Pentacle card, so it can often represent anything in the physical, health, finances. But it's in this card, in this instance, I'm taking this as spiritual loss. It's like you're feeling like it's been such a loss for you because the card, it can represent about loss, change, right? The number 5. But I have Temperance next. So bringing more balance, bringing balance to your situation where you are right now. Maybe not thinking about it in the way that you're currently thinking about the situation, but stepping back and seeing the situation different. Seeing the outcome of what you want or what you desire, changing that narrative in your mind. Okay, bringing more balance to your space and your energetic field so that it can clear the space so something new can emerge, right? And then I have the star card. So, like Terry, blessings. So I think you'll have what you desire. Well, I don't think it. I know it. I got the star card, wishes fulfilled. And just create, what does that look like for you having that relationship again? So I think it's whatever you put forth and how you see that and changing it right now. Make a change.
Yeah, and they're kind of bringing forward for me, Carrie, talking about see your daughter as the divine light being that she is, and see her shining. Just visualize it, um, and visualize yourself as the divine light being that you are. So you're both coming from this situation with strength and power, and blessings.
Yeah.
All right, Carrie, that's really nice. I like both of those for that. Already got Willow. Let's see. Pamela, the beautiful Pamela. Any messages from the guides? Well, the first thing to say is do it. I don't know what you're thinking about doing right now, Pamela, but they're saying do it. And they're pretty emphatic about it.
I just got this sense of it's going gangbuster.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they're showing me like a big pillow that you're sitting on, kind of like a cat, like you've made your nest and it's really comfortable right now. But they're saying do it. So I don't know if you're getting ready to jump off, or this is something that you've been thinking about doing. Go ahead.
I just got you're moving away from something and it'll be big, but there's some aspect of you that's hanging on to something. So if you're thinking of moving away from a situation, stepping more fully into something.
She says, Terry, I just made my daughter 2 cat pictures. I'll send you a picture. Yeah, so they kept showing me a cat. Cat pillows. Oh my God, cat pillows. Okay, no wonder. That's hilarious.
Were you just saw the cats now?
Yeah, yeah. That's what I told her. I was seeing the pillow and the cat.
Well, I have the Knight of Cups. So they're telling you this is going to be really good. Knight of Cups is a good card. Oh, I always think it's a great card to get. And then I have the Strength card. Just have patience with it, but it's a lion, right? So it's in the cat feline family.
Yeah, I love that. Liren, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of star energy around you, Pamela. So your guides are happy with whatever you're doing. They're always happy, but they're really excited.
I'm hearing again, it's going to go gangbuster. What are you thinking of doing? No, you don't have to say.
Yeah. Well, she's definitely making pillows. So we'll see what else happens. Okay, and let's do one more and then we'll do some Reiki. Let's see. Jessica Lynn, been feeling tingly in my spine and some chakras. Is the Kundalini energy moving? I love that, Erin. The night of pillows. Ugh, that's hard to say, isn't it? Night of cat pillows. Whoosh.
Yeah,
That's a hard one,
exactly.
man. Say that 3 times.
Well, I do have Jessica Lynn returning to wholeness transformation. So there's definitely movement happening. I'm not getting that it's a full-on Kundalini release, but that doesn't mean that Terry's doesn't pick something else up.
JJ and I are working with people on the Kundalini energy, and we're doing it really softly. So it's not coming in like a gangbuster and blowing everybody over. And it's a softer, it's coming in slowly, and we're getting that it's time to balance the blue light energy that's coming in with the Kundalini energy, and it's kind of balancing everybody. I'm getting playfulness, so have fun with it. Like, keep moving, and that's so much movement in that. And that's that blue light energy too that we've been talking about. So I love that, Jessica. And then I'm getting nature. Just let it have a natural movement. Yeah, you definitely feel something is happening. Yeah, yeah. So make sure that you're grounding while this is happening. And then make sure you get plenty of rest, retreat. So while that's going on, it's really a great time for reflection. But yeah, I love that for you. Beautiful. Great job.
I have the 8 of Pentacles. So continue working at it, and it eventually will blossom to where you want it to be, or if you want that full on, or allowing it to happen more gradually. But I also got the 6 of Cups, the 2 kids on the card, right, on the tarot card. Playfulness, have fun with it. It's almost as if you've gone back to the days when it was easier and it was fun, and you didn't have a lot to worry about. You're out playing with your friends. So enjoy it.
Yeah, like you're dancing with it, Jessica. That's what it feels like, doesn't it, Kandi?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, that playfulness. Yeah, like doing one of the veil dances like we used to do when we were in our temples in our past lives.
The Isle of Avalon. That was your card that I initially pulled, transformation, returning to wholeness.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. All right. Well, you want to do some Reiki then? Lead us in some Reiki?
Yeah, I do. Now, is everybody okay with applying 6 minutes? I thought it'd give us a little bit of more of a impact in how we're feeling, and I can just guide us through it. We'll sit quietly, 2 minutes, a hand placement, a total of 3 hand placements. Does that sound good with everyone? Oh.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Annie Bear.
Yeah.
Okay, Willow, love that. Go to Sedona all the time. Okay, Viviani. Okay. So I'll use a little timer to keep us on track. Okay, so it'll be 3 hand placements. I generally like to start with my hands at the crown of the head. And then we'll bring them down to the heart, the upper heart, chest area. And then I just bring it down to your lower abdomen, about an inch below the navel. And we'll just be quiet. I'll call out when we are gonna, I'll announce when to change hand placements, and then I'll bring us back and just see how you're feeling.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, there's a few people in the family here that are having, back and spine problems. So, I don't know if we need to think about that or make an intention for that as well while we're doing it.
So if they're practicing, well, practicing together as a group can be really impactful. Our intention is to self heal because we're doing self care work right now. And I think with the work that they're going to be doing on themselves and us as a group, it tends to have a pretty big impact. If you feel the need to set an intention, that's fine. Whatever works for you. But this is a time we're already setting the intention for self healing.
Okay.
Does that sound all right?
Yeah. Rossi says
Yes,
Reiki
you're
will
right,
balance
Rossi.
you. Yeah.
It's a full body treatment, and wherever we place our hands, it doesn't matter. The body responds to what it needs. So if there's pain in the back or in the hips or wherever, the body will just respond to that. And, oftentimes it helps to relieve some of that pain. Sometimes it goes all away altogether. Just depends. I can't predict what will happen.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and we'll place our hands on the crown for 2 minutes. Your eyes can be open or closed. It doesn't matter. Just be in a nice, comfortable position. And gently bring your hands down to the heart, upper heart, chest area. And gently bring your hands down to the lower abdomen, about an inch below the navel. Okay, if your eyes are closed, you can keep them closed. Go ahead and relax your hands and just bring your awareness back to your physical form. And I want you to be thinking about how you're feeling in this moment in comparison to how you were feeling before we started. And maybe there's a word or a couple of words that would describe that. And just contemplate on that. And if you'd like, share with us how you might be feeling. Smoother, lighter, heavy willow. If you want to reach out to me, and we can talk a little bit, I think things are starting to move. You're hanging on to a lot. Peaceful, joyful. That's wonderful, Nana. Pain-free, relaxed, says Kelly. Good, I agree. Yeah, Willow, there's just some things that you're hanging on to, which is what many of us have done. Hi, Sally. Lighter, feel good. See, just 6 minutes, it's all it took for us to kind of shift our state. That's why self-care is so important. Feels calm. Excellent. Thank you, Water Bearer. Again, 6 minutes, and that's all it took. It helps the body to move from the fight or flight response or dominance to the rest and digest dominance. And when we're in the rest and digest state, right, we often get greater clarity. Starts to remove the clutter that's going on in our mind. Opens up that spaciousness so we can hear more. We get the information. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing, and Darlene has been on that, and Sally. I do a whole. Oh, you have too, Terry. When I was doing the entire we do the 14-minute Reiki practice, and then we move into the guided visualization, and then we share healing with one another. I'm actually thinking about doing one live on my YouTube channel in about probably in 2 weeks. Terry, are you muted?
I am muted. I've been sitting here talking. So sorry. Had biopsy lower back Wednesday, painful last night. So this helped. Oh, honey. Yeah, lots of love to you, darling. Sonia's so relaxed. I am too. That does bring such a sense of calmness.
Willow, I'm going to add you to my morning, with your permission, my morning healing list. It's only about 15 minutes, but I just put whoever needs some healing in there. So if I have your permission, just type that in the comments and I'll add you. And also Sonia, because I think you were having some back issues. Still can barely move nor breathe, but believing.
Yeah, Liz. Willow says you do have her permission.
Okay, great.
So
thank you. Sonia, what about you? Would you like some? Okay, serendipity. You got it. I'll put you in there for the next few days. And go over to my YouTube channel and like it and subscribe and join the 30-day challenge. You know, even if you're not formally trained in Reiki, we know there's benefit from light touch. You know, it changes the what is that word? I can never remember it.
Plasticity, neuroplasticity.
Neurochemical, I think. I don't know why that was difficult, but I think it's.
Yeah.
The neurochemical changes from touch. It's at least documented research suggests that it helps us to be more to move to feel happier and less stressed.
Yeah.
So
Everybody wants on the list. Hypnicity, Aaron. Yeah. Water bear.
Okay, Aaron.
Yeah. Be sure and subscribe too to Kandi's channel, everybody.
Let me
want to get her numbers up there.
See if I can put it in. There we go.
Yeah. Love to you too, Pamela. Yeah. Oh, thanks,
Right.
Annie.
Welcome, Sharon. Thanks, Annie Bear. Okay, thanks, Hypnicity Nalani. That's pretty, Nalani.
I think Nana wants to be on the list too.
Do I have her? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, Willow is subscribed. Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can just join in. They're going to be there for 30 days, and I have more. I have some other ideas, and my coach, Sharon Donnelly. I love you, Sharon. She's got lots of ideas for me too. So she's my partner in crime.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Lots of need out there. Yeah, definitely hypnicity.
Aaron, you're on there already. Aaron,
That's
and
great.
don't hesitate to, you know, send a little note in a comment just to be sure that you're on there. I'll double check to make sure I've got you for the morning.
Aaron says it's like we're waiting outside of a club. Am I on the list? Yes, we're all the cool ones. Yeah. Sharon Donnelly is wisdomous. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Liz. Thanks for being here, dear. I hope things are doing better. So, well, that was a wonderful way to end.
Thank you, Lori and Amanda and everybody who subscribed. I do really appreciate you.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to sharing more with everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Did Scorpio Mama get on the list? I'm not so sure I saw you. I know
she did now.
Yay. Aaron.
Thank you, Kelly.
Spiritual Studio 54.
Right. Well, I'm trying. I really want to inspire people and just share different ways to things that practices that can help us feel better and make healthy lifestyle changes. I could think earlier we were talking about Pamela. You've lost 31 pounds. Sometimes these practices can really help us to stay on track because we start feeling better and we don't want to compromise that, right? So we want to continue on, but sometimes we need that little extra something to help us navigate through each day. So through the work that Terry does and sharing her time and sharing the meditations and what many of us are doing with me with the Reiki.
Makes a big
It's going to be
change.
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, powerful changes. All right. Well, Kandi, thank you so much for being here. That was a lot of fun. It's
Thank
Old
you,
Home
Terry.
Week here.
Thank
Oh,
you. I appreciate it. I enjoyed being with everybody today.
yeah. Oh, add Mary to that list.
Okay, Mary, you're on.
So, and anybody that doesn't get added to the list or sees us later on, be sure and go to Kandi's channel and just is your email hooked up to your channel there?
My email, I don't have it public because I think they display that publicly. I'm going to
Yeah.
put it.
Yeah. Or you can make a
Oh,
new email just for the channel. That's what I did.
um, send a if you go to my website. Oh, on my channel, I have if you go in, I have a bunch of links. It says contact me. That'll take you right to my contact page on my website. And you'll have right there, you can find my phone number and you can send me a message.
Yeah. Um, Water Bear wants to make sure that she's on the list or they're on the list too.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, Sonia. Yeah, right. How to safely share an email. Yeah, so you don't get slammed. Definitely. All right,
Well,
everybody. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
um, I could just say it. It's my website. It's
Yeah.
it's do Kandi Kandi at Reiki Reiki the number 4 wellbeing WELLBEING all one word .com. Kandi at reikiforwellbeing.com.
Hey, Maria Teresa. Yeah, well, if you get a chance, come back and watch it again, Maria Teresa. So it was fun.
Hey, Maria Teresa. Yay.
Yeah.
I got your note and I'll see you next Sunday.
All right, everybody.
All
Have a
right. Thank
great,
you, everyone.
yeah. Thanks so
Have,
much. Have a great day.
have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.